next question is, also, can you explain how it works for people with COPD? Yeah, I can do. I can't think of any of my clients that have come to me with COPD, but I do know the ashwagandha in there helps maintain a healthy respiratory system, and also your lungs, liver, and large intestine are just intertwined. They are like your detox organs, if you know what I mean, because the liver cleans the toxins in the blood. The lungs obviously helps exhale toxins out in your breath, and then your intestines helps excrete the toxins into the toilet. And you breathe in oxygen, goes into your lungs, oxygenates your blood, and then goes down to the liver, circulates around in the body, and then the liver dumps into the large intestine where it can get excreted out into the toilet. So the liver gets rid of its toxins through the lungs and through the large intestines, basically. So that's how they're intertwined. So once you get the bowels moving with a Quenda Ultimate Fibre, obviously the herbs in there can help maintain a healthy bowel and help maintain healthy bowel function to make it work properly, basically. So when you fix the large intestine, that helps the liver, and also the Quenda helps get the bowel movements going. And then if you're cleansing the liver, you don't want to just dump the toxins into the intestines. You want the fibre to go there and pick up the toxins and take it out into the toilet. So all that being said, Quenda's great for the large intestine, small intestine, and then obviously the liver, because it's getting stuff flowing, and then it has bitter herbs in there like dandelion and a few others as well that help with the liver. So all that being said, that's how I think it'll help people with COPD. When you get all your body back into balance, what the herbs in Quenda do, it's going to help the lungs as well and take the load off the lungs, because the liver will be taking the toxins out the blood, the toxins will be getting taken out the bile into the toilet, and everything will be flowing correctly. So by that aspect, it'll take the load off the lungs. But if someone's got COPD, obviously make sure that they don't have mold in the home. If they're living in a place with mold, damp or mold, or any water damage that's been there before, or it's a really old building where the water's getting into the foundations and the walls, or you've got condensation on the windows, or you can see any visible mold, it's going to be very hard to fix your lungs in that environment, if that makes sense. And then another person that helped with COPD, obviously it's not Quenda per se, but I did help them with serrapeptase enzyme, and depending on what country you're in, you can still get serrapeptase for human consumption, but also go for like natokinase. I know my DPD driver, her husband had really bad lungs. Like I said, I had scar tissue in my lungs, and I used the serrapeptase to help get rid of the scar tissue in my lungs to stop it hurting when I was breathing, and that did work. And then also my DPD driver's husband got on the serrapeptase, because they're just like an enzyme. They eat away at any bad stuff in the body and leave behind the living tissue. He was coughing up loads of brown stuff, and managed to get off his respiratory machine and stuff like that for the period of time when he was taking the serrapeptase. And then, like I said, ashwagandha helps maintain a healthy respiratory system as well. So that's how I think Quenda will help with COPD. And I have no experience of COPD per se. I've just helped myself that had scarring in my lungs. I've helped a few other people that had scarring in the lungs, and I've heard great results with it as well. I just said one example, but I have helped quite a few people with scarring in the lungs. So